this cold weather sucks. I'm definitely rushing the shots a little bit. My hands are starting to get numb, but we'll pick you up when we're back down range. Hey everyone, we're at the range today. A little chilly to be out here, but I figured it'd be a good time to test out those new targets and target stands. Also wanted to make sure the 22 mags all ready to go in case we decide to go out for bobcat or coyote. We've had a couple on a trail cam, and the season's ending, you know, pretty soon. We guys still have another month or so. I believe it's some point in March. But so what we end up doing for the stands, or like we mentioned, set up some PVC. I didn't glue it yet. We wanted to just make sure everything was all set and worked decent. So you'll see the nice thing about having the PVC is you don't have to worry about driving these ends into the ground. Obviously when the ground's frozen, or if you're dealing with rocks or any of that other stuff. So you'll probably remember this gun. This may look a little familiar. This is a Savage A22 Mag. Shot this a little earlier in the season, have some footage of it. It's gonna be a little coyote piece. So we got the target set up downrange. I'm sure you're probably not going to be able to see that through this, but like I said, it's pretty cold. 20 degrees out, got a headwind, so won't be out here for too long. But hey, these are hunting conditions, so it's good to see how the gun's shooting in those. All right, let's go down range, check it out. Gun's all cleared. Magazine's out, safety on. I'll go see what it looks like. It looks like the tape folded over from the wind down there, but I guess we'll take a better look. All right, so we're down range. Let's take a look at how we did. Not that great. It's 100 yards, but still we're down to the right. We had a couple close in, but you know, the majority of the group is down and to the right. So couldn't remember if I adjusted that sight prior to leaving last time, so we'll just zero it up right now. But while we're out here, might as well take a look at the stand. So I'm sure you can hear it's pretty windy. We're getting, you know, steady 15 miles per hour and up to 20-25 mile per hour gusts. So that's what the 22s are doing to the back of the target. Not bad. I'm secured it, put some bolts through here, secured it with wing nuts, so if we need to replace, it's not a big deal, but the base is holding up pretty good. So I really don't want to shoot much today, so we'll zero that up and give it one more shot, and hopefully it'll be good to go for the season. All right, so we got I'm gonna put a couple down range. This magazine's not liking this cold weather, but let's see how the adjustment looks. All right, so we're heading down range now to take a look at how that adjustment was. This cold weather sucks. I'm definitely rushing the shots a little bit. My hands are starting to get numb, but we'll pick you up when we're back down range. All right, so we're down range. It looked pretty decent. I mean, it looked like we definitely brought them in from the looking through the scope, so we definitely did. It's definitely a lot better. So you know, we had a couple of them that were flyers from before, but we're around it. Like I said, when I was down there, I was definitely probably rushing the shots a little bit. But the target is nice. Usually, if it was warmer out, I'd have a can of spray paint. You can see how well, even with the 22s, how well they show up on that. So I'll include a link in the video of us making this target if anybody wants to check it out. But we're going to bring this back into 50 yards and take a couple shots from there, because the property will probably be coyote hunting. We don't have a 100-yard shot, but 22 shoots pretty flat, and I'm imagining the windage will be pretty consistent. So almost done. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm adjusting the scope, I'm adjusting the distance. So we brought this into 50 yards, about actually 48, but we're gonna adjust our distance here. All right. Zoom in. That should be it. We're down there, so you really can't complain much about that. Just to give you an idea, I'm definitely happy with that. You can see, well, you probably couldn't see in the screen, but there's a spot in there where you can adjust the distance from 100 yards down to 50, that whatever, it could be 48 yards. So if it was a longer distance, say 200 yards, obviously that would make a big difference. And what the scope does is it makes that adjustment for you. So essentially you're just holding the crosshairs over where you want to hit. You don't have to hold over or hold under depending on the distance. So but it's pretty cold out. I'm getting ready to, I've had enough fun for today. We do have it zeroed in, so I could be pretty confident that if we get the chance to go out, it'll be good as is and ready to go. All right, so I picked the target up, came back down range, and I realized after setting it down that I didn't really think much about where I put that crosshair, and turns out I put it right in front of the brace coming across the back. So right now it's still doing its job. The target's holding together, holding that piece flat. So I'm just gonna leave it as is for now, but may have a little bit of work to do to it later on. But I guess you win some, you lose some. So I appreciate you watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, shoot straight.